Duckworth takes the White House. I'm Nicole Killian with how the president-elect won and his vision for the country coming up.
Plus, hear from Congressman Bennie Thompson on his re-election, and Governor Phil Bryant weighs in on the election results. 16 WAPT News continues right now.
The one to watch. This is 16 WAPT News live at 6.
Good morning, everyone. It is November 9th, and Donald Trump has been elected President of the United States. I'm Allie Ware.
And I'm Aaron Pickens. You can see a lot of red when it's broken down on a map of the United States. There are also some states where the numbers are still being counted or they're just too close to call. But he did receive more than the 270 electoral votes needed to win. He was declared the winner over Hillary Clinton just after 1:30 this morning. 16 WAPT's Nicole Killian is in our Washington newsroom with more on his big win.
This morning, President-elect Donald Trump said his work is just beginning and pledged to unite the country.
I love this country. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Donald Trump defying expectations, going from political newcomer to president-elect.
It's been what they call a historic event. But to be really historic, we have to do a great job. And I promise you that I will not let you down.
Trump addressed supporters overnight at his Manhattan election headquarters after he was propelled to victory in critical battleground states and the industrial Midwest, striking a theme of unity.
To all Republicans and Democrats and independents across this nation, I say it is time for us to come together as one united people.
Trump also praised Hillary Clinton and said she called him to concede.
And we owe her a major debt of gratitude for her service to our country. I mean that very sincerely.
Clinton did not make an appearance at her campaign party across town, but her campaign chairman did.
We are so proud of her. She's done an amazing job, and she is not done yet.
Clinton did not address supporters last night, but her campaign chairman John Podesta did, telling them the campaign would have more to say. At the White House, Nicole Killian, 16 WAPT News.
And our election coverage continues in just a moment, but let's take a moment to get a check of the weather. Brittany Bell is here with our Wednesday forecast.
Well, things are drying out across central Mississippi, and we'll see more sunshine later this afternoon. Right now, though, we have temperatures in the 60s. It is 61 degrees in Vicksburg, 62 in Jackson, and 61 in Hazelhurst. So we'll gradually see more sunshine, reaching a high of 72 degrees this afternoon. It's also going to be breezy with winds out of the north as high as 15 miles per hour. I'll let you know how the rest of the week is shaping up in just a few.
All right, thanks so much, Brittany. Protesters took to the streets following those election results, Marcus.
Yeah, they did, Allie. Hours after Donald Trump became president-elect, hundreds of students in Oakland took to the streets to protest, and from the looks of things, they were not happy. Broken glass, and you see students here in the streets burning trash cans as well. Now, this happened again in Oakland, and protesters were seen blocking freeways, lighting flares, and chanting, "Not our president." Demonstrators were also seen setting tires and trash on fire. Officials were forced to shut down parts of Oakland's transit system while they got things under control. All right, so check it out. I want to show everybody at home the Canadian immigration website. You can see it right here, and it is up and running right now, but that was not the case last night. This website crashed, and experts believe it is because the U.S. election. So the site went down around 10:30 p.m. Eastern time, and access had been spotty ever since. Online searches regarding moving to Canada and becoming a Canadian citizen grew in recent months, particularly after Donald Trump won the Republican presidential nomination. And as for now, it appears the website, like I said, is back up and running. And also, ladies, we just got the newspaper in this morning, the Clarion Ledger, and on the front of it, it reads, "Trump on his way to victory." The paper may have been printed before that 1:30 hour when it became official, but at that time, it looked like Donald Trump was on his way to victory. And as you can see, that is what the paper reads. And this morning, we have a new president-elect. It is Donald Trump, and we're going to have much more on this throughout the morning. But for now, Marcus Hunter here in the newsroom. Allie, back to you.
Yeah, Mark, it's definitely a historic morning. I was just talking to Aaron, and how many times in your career do you get to say so-and-so's the new president-elect? So it's kind of surreal.
Yeah, it is.
All right, thanks, Marcus. Donald Trump defied the odds this morning by defeating Hillary Clinton to become the 45th president of the United States. And as you can see here, Donald Trump won the state of Mississippi with 60% of the vote. He got all 6 of the state's electoral votes after campaigning in states for newly the president-elect Donald Trump. Governor Phil Bryant says that following this victory, Donald Trump has at least changed the conversation in politics. Last weekend, Governor Bryant campaigned for Donald Trump in Pennsylvania and Florida, 2 states that Trump would go on to win. Governor Bryant spoke on what exactly separates Donald Trump from other candidates.
Oh, it's been completely different candidate. I mean, he's talked about what he believes in, what he thinks is good for America. He hasn't had any talking points. He hadn't had to look to someone to do a poll and say, tell me what I think I ought to be for.
Again, Donald Trump won the state of Mississippi with 60% of the vote. That brings us to our question of the day. How are you hoping Mississippi will benefit from the new president? Becky says, hoping we will wake up and unite. The world wants to divide and conquer the USA. Kayla says everything about the government needs to be improved and become beneficial for everyone. You can let us know what you think on our Facebook and Twitter pages.
Well, Congressman Bennie Thompson is celebrating re-election. He will serve his 9th term as the only Democratic U.S. representative from Mississippi. 16 WAPT's Tammy Estwick was in Bolton where supporters celebrated his victory.
It may have been hard to see the moon Tuesday night in Bolton, but the election results were clear. The people chose to send Congressman Bennie Thompson back to Washington. Now, Congressman Thompson has held this position since 1993, and he credits the fact that he comes home on the weekends and speaks to his constituents as the reason why they voted him back into office.
I really appreciate the vote of the voters here in the district. They support me. I appreciate it. As you know, I come home every weekend. I work my district. It's a good district. They deserve the best representation possible. And every 2 years, you have to offer yourself to the people. And they've seen fit to send me back, and I'm humbled by it.
Congressman Bennie Thompson is the longest-serving African-American elected official in Mississippi. It's a record that he says he's proud to hold. In Bolton, Tammy Estwick, 16 WAPT News.
And in addition to Congressman Thompson's win, our other 3 U.S. representatives also won. Greg Harper, Trent Kelly, and Stephen Palazzo were also victorious over their opponents. They will be heading back to Washington to serve under the new Donald Trump administration, each one with 65% or more of the vote. And we'll be keeping you updated on Commitment 2016 results throughout the morning. Keep it right here with 16 WAPT for your complete election coverage.
In other news this morning, caught on camera, police say a man armed with a gun robbed a convenience store. 16 WAPT's Ann Parker joins us live on Medgar Evers Boulevard with more. Ann.
Hey, good morning, Allie. It all happened here at this Shell station just before 8:30 last night, and the entire thing was caught on camera. Take a look at this surveillance video. You can actually see that man walk into the store, bang a gun onto the counter, and demand cash from the clerk. He runs out and jumps into a white Toyota Camry and drives off. Now, this store clerk told us the man got away with all of the cash that was in that register, and police are still looking for him this morning. Also breaking overnight at the Kangaroo gas station on Old Canton Road. Employees there tell us a man came in and held an employee up at gunpoint while they took about $65 out of the register, and Jackson police say they ran off. They're still looking for them as well. So if you have any information that can help police in either of these cases, call Crime Stoppers 601-355-TIPS. For now, we're live in Jackson. Ann Parker, 16 WAPT News.
All right, thanks so much, Ann. And now to an update on the shooting death of a Mississippi State student, Marcus.
Yeah, Allie, a fifth suspect has been arrested in connection to the weekend shooting death of that MSU senior. The 18-year-old Columbus teenager is charged with robbery. 21-year-old Joseph Tillman, who you were seeing in the photo right there, was shot and killed early Sunday morning in the Cotton District near the MSU campus. Starkville police say he was attacked, robbed, and shot to death. Of the 4 other suspects, 1 is charged with murder, and the 3 others are charged with accessories to murder. A body found in the Mississippi River has been identified as a missing woman from Vicksburg. 20-year-old Army Corps of Engineers worker Larielle Ross was reported missing from a barge last week. Her body was found Sunday morning by another barge passing through. Authorities are awaiting an autopsy to determine how she died. I'm Marcus Hunter here in the newsroom. Ladies, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Marcus. Still ahead, Donald Trump takes the stage to address his supporters and the rest of the world. We'll take you to New York when we come back.
And this is what it looks like right now at I-55 at Lakeland Drive. Brittany has more on the forecast in just a moment. It is 6:09 and you're watching 16 WAPT News.